Hey you guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for all signs, starting with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising for the month of March 2023. Alright, let's see what's coming out in the love department. Oh, okay, you guys got the Tower, overall energy, the Wheel. All right, so it's looking as if something is destined to manifest or destined to happen for you guys. I feel that like fate is at hand. Even if you did something to get the ball rolling, like it's like now that something's been done, you know, it's only gaining momentum. And, you know, I feel like something's getting ready to happen. There's getting ready to be some sort of change or some sort of realization. For some of you, it does look like it could be a breakup. Like something just suddenly comes to an end. You guys end up separating. Not sure what brought it on, but I feel like this is something that maybe had to happen. Even if it's to rebuild your relationship and what you had going. There may be an indication that the foundation that a relationship started on was just faulty or shaky. Those of you that are single, it just still seems like there's something that is unexpected getting ready to happen. You may end up hearing from someone that you've broken up with in the past, so like an ex. I feel that you're being put in a situation where, you know, change is inevitable. Spirit definitely seems to be pushing you out of your comfort zone. I feel like there is something that you had to come to the realization of. Seems like you were trying to keep distant from someone, or maybe you have been coming off very guarded. And it just seems like that barrier needs to be broken. Yeah. Something needs to happen. Somebody needs to come in, or you are needing to pay attention to somebody you've been ignoring or trying to shut out or push away. It almost looks like something's happening and you're like, I'm not ready. I wasn't prepared. Again, this is just something that, you know, just happens out of the blue. It seems like you may also kind of stumble onto responsibility. One minute you are, you know, carefree or whatever, and then the next thing you know, you have responsibilities. For the most part, though, I feel like this is mostly going to be felt by people who are in relationships, or even if you were in a situationship, it's like that's coming to a halt. So yeah, be prepared for something very unexpected, you guys. All right, so let's see what messages there are for those of you that are Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of March 2023. Y'all cards trying to fall out. All right, you have the Six of Wands, overall energy, Death. All right, so I feel that maybe you guys are coming out of some sort of transformation and ready to move forward. Maybe you have let the past go. You could have been mourning for some time now. And it seems like for some of you, you maybe got your ego busted, or, you know, basically had to eat some humble pie, or maybe somebody around you did. But I just see confidence being restored, and you can move forward now because you've gone through some sort of process. Also, if your dating life has been just really dull or dead, it seems like there's going to be a boost. Maybe suddenly there's multiple people that are interested in you. Maybe all of a sudden there is excitement in a relationship. For some of you, this could be about leaving a relationship too, though. Like maybe finally having a confidence to let go and move on from a dead-end relationship. But I feel like this is going to resonate with especially those of you that are single. It seems like there is suddenly you have like a lot of attention and someone's flirting. You don't know who to choose from. You've got so many options. It also could be that the person you're interested in comes off this way. You're like, you know, I don't want to talk to them for what? You know, they've got so many people around them. They're so popular. They've got all these options. I don't have time. So it could be that as well. If it's not a breakup, it still indicates that there are some changes happening. Maybe you and your partner were needing to be supportive of each other. I still feel like there's going to be some sort of secrets and deceptions that you're dealing with. Yeah, I feel like if you were in a relationship, maybe you're finally having the confidence to leave because there was something, you know, deceptive going on. Maybe you didn't want to admit that or acknowledge it, but this is about letting go. Yeah, it looks like you had to come to some sort of realization. Maybe we're also holding on for whatever reason. Or maybe you were like, I'm not going to leave this person or let them go until there's like some sort of absolute proof that they've been disloyal or whatever. And maybe you receive your proof and you're like, that's all I need. Thank you for making this easy. And you just kind of like go off. This is about shedding skin too, like just not being the same person. And then just trying to make sense of everything. I feel like maybe you're trying to figure out what's been going on for the past few months. Just realizing that for some of you, realizing that maybe you were living a lie, and are ready to be authentic, like you're not wanting to hide anymore. And then the last thing I'm getting is that you might get attention from a lot of people this month, but it may not be from who you want it from. You're like, that's nice that this person is like really stroking my ego or whatever, but they're not the one that I want this attention from. I wish so-and-so was paying attention to me instead. Yeah. All right, so let's see what messages are coming out for those of you that are Gemini. Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of March 2023. All right, you have the Page of Cups, overall energy, 9 of Swords. So you may be dealing with a lot of anxiety or overthinking. There could be things that keep you up at night, especially just your own personal thoughts. There may be some things that you're needing to deal with. Maybe just dealing with yourself, your own isolation can get to you sometimes. I feel like you're getting ready to have to deal with your shadow, though, or do some kind of shadow work. And maybe that's what you're afraid of. Maybe you're like, I don't want to deal with any more shadow work. Seems like something is also waiting for you. Or maybe someone's trying to get your attention. I feel like you're needing to trust your intuition. You are needing to listen to what Spirit is telling you. Now, it also could be that a water sign does want to approach you or has been trying to get your attention. Either way, it's like passive energy. Now, I see something happening from the other perspective too, the perspective of the person that is thinking about you. This person is coming off very nervous and dealing with a lot of anxiety. And this person has not quite figured out how they want to approach you. I feel like they're still observing you. It's like they're just keeping their distance for now. They have a confident exterior, but on the inside, this person is dealing with a lot of doubts or insecurities. I feel like there's someone who's thinking about you who's like having some sort of anxiety attack. Someone also may have had a dream and just like woke up out of their dream thinking about you and not knowing why. Boy. You could also intuitively get the feeling that someone is getting ready to approach you or that someone's thinking about you. It's possible that you also feel like your energy is being drained, and it could be because someone is constantly pulling cards on you and just staying in your energy, whether it's intentional or not. I feel like you have someone that is staying in your energy, and it's affecting you. It's affecting your thoughts, your nervous system. Yeah. If you're an empath, if you're intuitive or psychic, you definitely might be picking up on other energies that aren't yours. And it may be very draining. Someone is wanting to approach you, but they don't really know how to. They're trying to figure it out. They may have already started trying to get your attention. Maybe you've been dismissive. They're going to be more assertive each time, but it's like they're letting gaps of time pass before they reach out to you again. It's like they're trying and then stepping back, trying to see what you're going to do, how you're going to react. Was that a good idea? Should they change their approach? So there's a lot of analyzing that they're doing. And it could be any sign, but I do have water or Aries or any fire sign. There may be power struggles between the two of you too. There's going to be some sort of frustrations. It's possible that once the relationship officially begins, there are some hurdles to get over because the both of you are very strong in your opinions and, just how you want to be. Yeah, this person matches your energy. All right, so let's see what messages there are for those of you that are Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. All right, you have the Page of Pentacles, overall energy. You have the King of Wands. So I feel like maybe you're getting an offer from a fire sign, or someone who is just very assertive, very passionate, could have a temper too. But I feel like you're being approached by this person. And this person is trying to show you how serious they are about, you know, wanting to get to know you. If you're already in a relationship, maybe your partner is trying to, or is considering making the relationship more serious or official, or you are having these thoughts. So there could be engagement on the minds of someone, or especially someone who you're dealing with. Now, it also could be an air sign, but I feel like you're needing to respond to something that somebody says. They're waiting for your response, or they're observing to see how you're going to respond to whatever. Somebody is still very guarded or in defense mode. You could be the one setting boundaries with someone. If someone is approaching you, it's like you're not settling, or you want someone to approach you in a certain way. So it seems like maybe you're not really responding, or you're just being very guarded with this person. If you're being pursued, this is the energy of someone who's determined, that refuses to give up on the possibility of a relationship between the two of you. So they're just going to keep coming at you. Also, your sign, Cancer, seems to be significant. Okay, it definitely seems like there is this mysterious person who's coming towards you. Maybe this person is a supervisor. Maybe you've worked with this person on a professional level before. This could be someone who is their own boss. Another possible reason why someone maybe has not yet approached you is because they're still fulfilling some sort of karmic obligation with someone else that's getting ready to end. And as soon as this person is finished with that karma with the other person, they'll be approaching you. Seems like you are going to shut down or cut off anyone who's going to disrupt your peace. Like if you're really just trying to keep a peaceful mindset and someone comes into the picture just kind of disrupting that, I feel like you're going to try and cut ties with that person. Seems like someone's also going to pay for a trip for you. So especially if there's a long distance relationship, somebody might want you to come in and visit them. I feel like you're also going to get the confirmation that you've been needing about a situation. Seems like the truth is going to come out about a matter. You're being asked to like not worry about what other people have to say. Just make your decision about what it is that you're wanting to do and then go for it. Yeah. All right, so let's look at the messages for those of you that are Leo rising, Leo sun, moon, or rising. All right, messages for Leo sun, moon, or rising for the remainder of March 2023. You have the Queen of Pentacles, overall energy, the Queen of Swords. Okay, so it could be that there's two significant people that you're thinking about. Could be an air sign, other could be Earth. I feel like there needs to be some sort of conversation. Seems like there's been, either of these two people could be thinking about you as well, or, it could go vice versa. But there's a lot of anxiety around the situation as usual. I feel like there is something that, someone needs to talk about, but they're just afraid to. I feel like you're also needing to prepare for some sort of changes that are coming up. I see shadow work. Something, it looks like past and present, past and future. Something significant seems like it's getting ready to happen. Okay. I feel like you are almost like having an out-of-body experience where you're able to see yourself objectively. It also seems like there's a presence around you just watching you and staring at you. Maybe you're unaware of it. Maybe that's why you feel so nervous or feel some sort of anxiety, because there's an energy around you. For some of you, it feels like maybe it's someone who crossed over. And if they did, this should be someone that you know about. It's not a prediction. It should already be something that has happened anyway. And if they're not crossed over, then you're being remote viewed. You're being watched. Pay attention to your dreams. You might keep dreaming about eyes. It is someone that's at a distance. You could end up meeting someone at work. Someone seems like they feel imprisoned, though, by their own environment or their surroundings. There could be some things going on that makes you feel as if you're paranoid or, delusional. And maybe you're just like waiting to see if something is real or not. You're just kind of like waiting. In fact, you may need to wait or be patient. You could have had a premonition. Something may have been revealed to you during the last full moon. And maybe you feel something getting ready to happen again, or you feel like something is nearing completion. I just feel that you're going to end up feeling triggered. But it's also like you're having to work through some sort of process, like you're working through some things. Be patient with yourself. You also might need to finish some sort of work project before you get to focus on a relationship as well. Like maybe you're having to get your career affairs in order or your financial affairs in order before, you know, spirit allows someone to come into your life. Or this could be what your person is doing. But overall, I feel like you guys are going to have to try and control, you know, some sort of anxiety that you're dealing with. And it's a spirit around you. I don't know who this spirit is. All right, let's see what messages there are for those of you that are Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You have the Three of Wands, overall energy, Five of Pentacles. So you could be feeling some form of rejection or feeling ignored. It seems like you're waiting for something. It's like you're still holding your hand out. Like, am I going to get it? Like, when is it coming? Like, I did this. This is what should happen next. And it seems like the overall energy is about you having to keep the faith because you're losing it. It does seem like maybe you become a little more optimistic at some point. Yeah, because it's like you're starting to give up. I feel like you're tired of waiting. You're tired of believing in, you know, XYZ. But I see something that is encouraging for you. You start to feel motivated. You start to believe again. Also, last relationship could have left you feeling some type of way. Maybe you feel let down by water signs or fire signs. You also might suddenly find yourself getting like a lot of attention. It's kind of like something that's like, okay, here it comes, here it comes. So I feel that something's getting ready to happen and maybe you can feel it when it's getting ready to. There also may be some literal travel involved. You could meet someone while traveling or meet someone once you've settled down into a new place, especially if you just started a new job or if you just settled into a new city or home. And I feel that you're blocking, you're going to have to block someone. It's possible that you've been feeling some sort of energy and not paying attention to it. You're like, I know this person is watching my stories. I know this person's blah, blah, blah. I'm just not going to feed into it. I know that person's talking to me indirectly, but I'm not feeding into that. And you end up like blocking that person's energy. So if you aren't feeling rejected, somebody who is trying to get your attention is. It seems like you're also moving on, kind of like saying never again. It seems like you don't want any more unhealthy relationships. You're sick of something. You're sick of it. I feel like you're tired of codependent people. And you also may be shutting out people who have been codependent and just feeding off of your energy. I don't feel like somebody has let go. It seems like there is still someone lingering around you and you're trying to ignore them or their energy, but you can still feel it. Someone may be becoming obsessed. All right, let's see what messages there are for those of you that are Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. All right, you have the Six of Pentacles. Overall energy, the Ace of Wands. Okay, so it seems like there's an opportunity being extended to you, and this is exactly what the doctor ordered. This is what you needed. This also makes sense if you do feel that you've been missing passion or just some sort of physical contact with someone. I feel that that is on the way. Or if you're already involved with someone, I feel like you guys are having an opportunity to work out your differences or to improve your relationship in places where it may have been lacking. I feel that you also have some sort of karmic agreement with someone. Not in a negative sense. It just seems like you and this person agreed to come together this lifetime. I do feel that you have a soulmate. Yeah. I feel like you're getting ready to come face to face with a soulmate. You are going to have some sort of clarity and understanding. Something will motivate you or excite you about your future, especially more so in the love department. Seems like you're starting to feel excited about some things. I feel like you're also having an opportunity to be creative. So if you do work in a creative industry, it's possible that you could make connections that way. Someone also could be very popular, famous, or have status. It could be you, or it could be your incoming love interest or your current one. Whoever is coming towards you, I feel like they're gonna bring out your inner child, or you bring something out of each other. There's a mutual energy exchange going on, and your solar plexus, I feel too, is being activated. So that's another thing that may be the agreement that you guys are coming together for. This is the person that came to help you with your solar plexus, to help you get in alignment, to help you align your chakras just in general. But for your solar plexus, this person has been assigned to help you or be that partner for you, or you them. But I feel like it's something to gain from each other, because it looks like it's a mutual interest. It doesn't look unrequited. And again, I'm seeing like the soul agreement or the soul contract between two people. That is being highlighted. You might want to look at your birth chart and see what house the sun is in. Remember to know the exact house that you need to know your exact birth time, not a guesstimate. But look and see what house sun is in, because I feel that that particular house is being highlighted. So for instance, if the fifth house has sun in it, it may be activating children. It may be activating your creativity. It may be activating romance and flings. So look and see what house is being activated. There is going to be some healing, and it's obvious that something looks like sexual healing. So I feel like there is going to be some sort of healing, or they came to restore something in your life that was lacking. I feel like you're going to have your faith is going to be restored. You also are needing to be patient when it comes to connections that you're making, or if you're waiting to meet someone and you're starting to feel impatient, just be patient. Something's getting ready to happen if it hasn't already. Matter of fact, it does look like something already got started. Something's already been established. Something has already been ignited. So there's a spark between you and another person. Maybe you all only said hi in passing. It seems like that was enough to get the ball rolling. The contract has started. Something very unexpected may happen as well. Your ego is about to be shattered. Not in a negative sense. It's just like, hey, you need to wake up. You need to see or understand something from a different perspective. So any old ideas or beliefs you were holding on to is about to be shook. And it seems like you're having to let go of control issues. For some of you, you're about to fall in love or realizing that you're in love. The other thing I see is that something could start off as lust and then become something very meaningful. All right, so let's see what messages there are for those of you that are Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You have the Emperor, overall energy, the Empress. Ooh, okay. So the King and Queen are out back to back. Somebody's got your back. I do feel that you could also be unaware of the fact that this person is around you or in your life or getting ready to come forward. If you're already in an established relationship, it seems like you're with your ideal match and that you guys have got each other's backs. This is maybe someone who wants to be your provider or vice versa. It depends on your perspective, but it does seem like traditional roles, or these are the traditional energies of divine masculine and divine feminine. Somebody's got to be the receiver and somebody's got to be the giver. And so I feel like that is getting ready to happen. And there's an attraction because you guys are just in alignment with each other. This is a good match. Now, for some of you, this is about being distant or guarded with each other. Someone who feels like the need to dominate you by ignoring you or giving you the silent treatment. So this is matching energy, but this can be for the negative sense. You are needing to pull each other out of that if possible, because I feel like this has the potential to be something really good, because this is your ideal partner, but there's some sort of distance between the two of you. You guys aren't on speaking terms, or somebody, if it hasn't even started, pride is in the way because the both of you are waiting for the other person to initiate the conversation, and you both genuinely feel like they should be the one that approaches first. There could also be miscommunications between you and a love interest. And then I get the energy too of something possibly starting off on the wrong foot, like you guys initially start off as enemies or just not really getting each other or getting on each other's nerves in a sense. It's like this person, like, oh, like they're so opinionated. And you're like, this person, you're thinking the same thing. This person is so opinionated. Yeah, it's like I just feel like there's a disconnect initially if this is a new relationship. If this is an ongoing or current relationship, you guys have a tendency to try to out dominate the other. You may at some point start to feel like you carry all the weight. You're the one that initiates everything. That also could be why someone hasn't come forward, because they feel like, even if it's not necessarily with you, it's like they might be taking the baggage from other relationships and they're like, no, I'm always the one that initiates. I'm never doing that again. And it's like you're a whole new person, but they're carrying those same beliefs into a new potential new relationship. So I feel like somebody is going to have to set their ego aside in order for anything to, you know, take off. Yeah, that ego is in the way. I feel like somebody wants to set boundaries but could be going about it in the wrong way. I also feel that you're trying to block someone's energy off. You don't want this person in your energy, especially if you feel it. You might have a telepathic connection with someone and you're like, I hate it that we have this connection. I do feel that gradually people stop being hostile towards one another and open up and just be themselves. Someone also maybe felt like they couldn't be themselves around you for some reason. Yeah. All right, so let's see what messages there are for those of you that are Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. All right, you have the Hermit, overall energy, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so it seems like you guys are being introverted, keeping to yourselves. It does seem like maybe someone has gotten your attention to the point where they make you want to question yourself, or they're causing you to study yourself or go within. Seems like you also could be trying to find out some information about somebody without, not necessarily snooping, but you're trying to study somebody, or vice versa. I feel like answers are being revealed to you. You're suddenly having clarity. You have some sort of understanding about yourself, or you have understanding about the person that you're interested in. It's still possible that you feel the need to set boundaries with someone. It also could be that you are trying to make someone talk about something or admit to something or acknowledge you, but this person is just not ready. They're like, I don't have to say anything to you until I'm ready. So somebody isn't ready to talk, even if the opportunity is there. They're not going to talk until they feel ready. You also might need to patiently wait for some sort of status change. I'm getting something about a status change. And it could be that, like, you've been with this person for so many months and you're like, I'm tired of being introduced as my friend or whatever. And then you get like an official title, or people officially know who you are. They don't have to guess anymore. So yeah, I feel that maybe someone's getting ready to acknowledge you. It also could be reversed, where you feel like you need to acknowledge the people around you. For the most part, though, I just feel that you are moving out of a situation into another one where there's more peace. When things seem like nothing's happening, I feel like you need to take that time to prioritize your wants and needs. You also could be dealing with someone who has like a lot of wisdom, someone who's like a teacher or a philosopher. This person also could be a doctor or a holistic healer. You could meet them in a professional setting. Someone also could have started off as your professor. Yeah. All right. So those are the messages that I have for Sagittarius. Let's move on to Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. All right, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. All right, you have the Five of Wands, overall energy, Queen of Cups. Okay, it seems like something has you feeling really uncomfortable. Maybe you're uncomfortable expressing your feelings to someone, or maybe your person feels this way towards you. Either way, this is mirrored energy. So someone is cautious because you are behaving cautious. Someone is suspicious because you're acting suspicious. Someone is guarded because you're guarded. So it's kind of like a matter of trusting each other and letting your guards down. I feel that there's also two people who there's a lot of passion between the two of you, but it's also a lot of tension, something that can't be ignored. I feel like you want to turn something or someone off, but you can't. You're like, why does it, I can't turn it off, or why is it? Just imagine trying to turn down a flame on the oven and you're turning it off, but the flame stays on, or that, like that pilot light. It's like you can't seem to get rid of something, even though you want to. And the more you try to blow it out, the bigger the flame grows. Matter of fact, it could also be a water sign or an air sign that you are trying to ignore. Something may hit you like a ton of bricks or like a bolt of lightning. I feel like you are gonna get it, like you get it. It just seems like you're gonna have some sort of clarity or realization about a person. Somebody may be setting boundaries with you or vice versa, but it seems like it's driving you crazy. People are letting their guards down. People are ready to move forward. So if there has been some sort of resistance or arguing, I feel like that's going out the window. You're moving past that. I see someone having like a sudden urge of confidence and not caring about being judged or worrying about what other people are going to say. Someone is choosing to follow their intuition. And it seems like you are going to be glad that you did. I do also get another story, though, of someone who comes off pretty confident. Someone maybe starts off feeling very uncomfortable, and then suddenly they feel confident. I also get the energy of something started off feeling rushed, and then it goes into like, I'm not in any rush. I could take my time. I don't need something right away. Somebody has been emotionally unavailable but is ready to come out and play, or ready to come out and be entertained or just have fun. But it's still going to be hard or difficult for this person. Try not to focus on the past so much. I do feel like your patience is going to pay off as well. Whoever has been afraid to approach you, I feel like they're ready to live in their truth. All right, let's see what messages there are for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, or Rising. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break. I'll be right back. All right, so let's go ahead and continue with Aquarius. Sun, Moon, or Rising for the month of March 2023. All right, you have the Two of Pentacles, overall energy, Magician. All right, so the overall energy, it seems like maybe someone is sending you mixed signals. Unless you are coming off that way. Something seems to be very confusing. I feel like you can't really read someone for who they are. You are having to take things at face value. If you're already involved with someone, it seems like, I don't know, I feel like you can't take them serious. I feel like this person is just saying things that, to keep you, hanging on. So basically just stringing you along. Even if you are dating someone new, I feel like it's the start of an on-off again situation. It's a cycle that starts up again. And again, there's the energy of something being an illusion, false reality. Something isn't quite right. You could be dealing with someone that is playing mind games. Somebody also may be trying to manifest you, but the way they're going about it, could be deceptive or vice versa. I do feel like somebody is dabbling with spell work and keeps changing their minds. Like maybe someone read an article about, some sort of spell, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna do this spell, and then they pour it out and they're like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm scared about karma. I'm scared about the consequences. And then, but it still seems like they end up like maybe trying to continue with the spell. There's also the possibility of someone communicating with you indirectly, so you never get like an answer. You really don't know if someone's truly into you or not. One minute they're looking in your eyes and they're like, you are so beautiful. You remind me of my sister. It's just like, what was that? Then why did you look at me in my eye like that? So, something very confusing could be going on, and it could be something that someone is just like keeping up. It's like, I don't know how to take this. I don't know how to take what this person says to me. Yeah. And then two, I feel that you might not be in the best position to make a decision right now because you're too emotional or you're too distracted. I feel that, I don't know, I just wouldn't be making any decisions in regards to love right now. Like if you're thinking, should I stay or should I go? I'm going to leave them because blah, blah, blah. I still feel like that's too quick of a decision. If you're thinking about you want to give this person a chance, it's like too quick of a decision. So it's like wait until you can process something, because I feel that you don't have a clear representation, or you need the truth. You need the truth and you don't have the truth yet. I also feel that someone may intentionally be trying to distract you or lure you away if they know that you're in a relationship, or vice versa. Like answering a door with nothing on. It's like, why would you do that? This person's in a relationship. You know what you're doing. So I kind of feel like there's, mind games being played overall. If you're not dealing with anybody, you're just dating. Either way, I feel that either you aren't really taking anybody serious at this time, or the people that you're meeting, they don't really take you serious. Somebody may just be looking to pass time, just bored, or try not to think about somebody else. Something could start off as a work agreement. Let's say you're an actor or actress. I feel like, something is just kind of like a setup. You're telling yourself you're not attracted to your co-star who you have to kiss, but you are. And they are telling themselves that about you. So it could be two people who are just lying to themselves about how they feel about each other. And just saying things like, oh no, this is strictly work. We're going to keep things professional. But there's some lingering thoughts going on. It's some other type of thoughts. I do feel like if that is the situation where it's supposed to be like a professional relationship, I do feel like somebody is trying to stay professional, but it's hard and people are lying to themselves. I also see that somebody is trying to transmute energy. It's like something is like a loose wire flying around everywhere, and it's just like, I can't just be this loose wire. I've got to channel this energy into something else. And so I feel like somebody is trying to channel all this loose energy that they have going on. It's still just the same overall energy that I'm getting, though, is that something is just an illusion. And you could also just be entertaining yourself. Yeah. If you were wondering if somebody is telling the truth, I feel like it's half truth, half lie. Somebody's very good at redirecting as well. It's like, oh, I don't want to talk about that. Or you're trying to talk about something that you're not comfortable about, and they want to bring up an uncomfortable situation that has nothing to do with what you're trying to talk about in the now. But, it's somebody is very good at doing that. So, I don't know, just the overall energies are about distractions and illusions for you. Self-deception. All right, so let's see what messages there are for those of you that are Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Similar energy, you also have the Two of Pentacles. Overall energy is the Two of Wands. Now with this, it seems like somebody keeps changing their minds. Someone keeps going from confident to insecure. If somebody is thinking about approaching you, I feel like one minute they're confident. They're like, I'm approaching them now. And then something happens and they're like, I'm not ready. I thought I was. I got to, think about some things. If you are in a situation where you're like, I should, leave this person. I've been going back and forth. If I should stay or go, I think I'm going to leave them. It's like something happens and you end up changing your mind. I feel like your situation could be unstable. You also could be feeling torn between love and your family, or your love interest is torn between you and their family. I feel like somebody also may have found out that they're expecting, or that there's the family is about to expand in some way, but they're nervous about how to go about talking about this, especially if it's a pregnancy. It's like, how do I tell them that I'm pregnant? I don't know what to say. Overall, I get the energy of someone who's interested in you, someone who sees you as their ideal companion, someone that they would feel safe with, and yet they just still can't seem to come forward. Or the way they are approaching you may not be the right way, but they keep doing the same thing over and over again. They're not changing anything. If someone is aware that you don't like indirect communication, or even if they do become aware of it, they're like, oh, I don't think they like it that I'm just like dropping hints. They still end up doing the same thing. They're like, okay, I'm going to say something to them directly. But their idea of directly isn't your idea of directly. So there's could be some sort of language barrier. But I do feel that you could have emotional fulfillment if someone would just come forward, including if you're the one that's needing to do this. Yeah. And because I see different energies coming out, that's also another potential reason why you haven't decided to move forward with someone, is because you're just confused about who to move forward with. You're like, oh, I like that air sign, but I also like that earth, but that fire sign, but they're younger. So something's going on where you're just like debating and going back and forth, or you might be comparing different energies with each other. You also might be trying to figure out why you keep attracting the same type of people over and over again. If you're trying to move on from someone, it's like they keep coming back into your life. You guys keep coming back and just being like, I changed my mind. I want to be with you. I can't live without you. You know, it's just like this on-off energy. Eventually, I do see somebody making a decision and then proceeding forward. It's like, okay, I made up my mind. I'm not changing it anymore. I'm not going back and forth anymore. This is what I want. This is what I'm doing. I do feel like you're going to take control of a situation that may have felt like it was out of control. Yeah, you'll take control of it. Yeah, those are basically all the energies that I have for you guys. So hopefully some things resonated, but feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending you love and grace.